even if you're at this point where you're looking at, like, I'm going to give up a mid-round pick to take a flyer on Justin Fields for $2.7 million for 2024. I'm not even going to worry about the fifth-year option.
Right.
Not picking that up.
Right.
That seems fucking wild to me.
I agree.
I mean, you can paint us here on this show however you want as Justin Fields haters, and you could not be more wrong, because this is where I honestly take offense to this. Justin Fields is better than that.
Yeah.
Like
the Sam Darnold thing, too. I'm not sure if the Vikings would be an option as a trade partner for Poles, but...
Right, within the division. That's tough. Mm-hmm.
But still, Sam Darnold, have fun, Minnesota. Please, sign him to a 4-year deal.
The way this market has been developed against Justin Fields is crazy to me. Crazy to me. It's really weird. He is, and as much as I have been consistent on this from the end of the season on, Justin Fields, in my opinion, is an NFL starter. He's better than a lot. Could we put that graphic back up? Yeah. Let's play this game real quick.
Who would you rather have?
Right.
Is that the game?
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins or Justin Fields?
I'm like the only one that actually would rather have Fields than the money they gave Cousins.
The money's part of it.
Yeah.
Like,
injury, age. I mean, you got to factor in all
money
those things.
not included. I go Cousins, but that contract, like, I'll sit here and actually defend the Vikings for losing Cousins. That's crazy
a lot
money.
Of guarantees too
for Kirk Cousins, who's 36 now, coming off an Achilles injury.
Right.
Yeah.
Supposedly looks good. They've seen him play tennis, and Kirk's moving around. But the dude's 36 years old, coming off an Achilles, $50 million.
Yeah. Now, Russell Wilson or Justin Fields?
Justin Fields, for me. I said this yesterday.
Again, money and draft picks not included, I would go Fields. I do sort of understand the Steelers because they get Russell Wilson dirt cheap and did not have to give up a draft pick.
Yeah,
Which they would have had to do for Justin. So I can kind of understand that one. All right, who's next? Gardner Minshew. For that money versus Justin Fields, even with the Luke Getsy thing included in that, I would take Justin Fields.
I'm trying to think why exactly. I mean, the 2 years, $25 million. Gardner Minshew did beat the Raiders on December 31st, 23-20, threw for 224 yards, a touchdown, and a win. I don't know, maybe that influenced him. Like, look what this guy did, but yeah, I'd rather have Justin Fields.
You're the Gardner Minshew guy.
Here's why I'll get in trouble with the chat, but I like Gardner Minshew. If you told me that, it's different with the Raiders though.
If they were both free though, who would you pick?
Well, it depends where my team is at. If I'm trying to win next year,
okay,
and I got to win, I'd take Gardner over him. But if I'm the Raiders, like they're not in that position. This is a team that's trying to become a playoff team. I'd way rather develop Justin. That doesn't make sense to me.
It's so weird. And then Sam Darnold,
that makes no sense on any level.
Well, and that's the thing. I honestly think we can even take the difficulty of the division. It seems like the Vikings had no interest in Justin. Like Sam Darnold was their backup plan if they lost Cousins all along, is what it sounds like.
Well, and
it's like
the Vikings are saying back, did you see the game where you guys beat us 12-10 and he made one good throw?
And the Vikings were reportedly trying to move up in the draft last year to draft a quarterback. So you have to think with that move that's a tell that they're going to try to either move up in the draft or draft one that falls to them.
Yeah, I think they're going to draft a quarterback.
A lot of people pin them with J.J. McCarthy, but they might have to move up to 8 or 9 to get him there potentially. But, to me, this whole thing, this idea of like Justin not having a suitor, Adam Schefter was talking about it this morning, that teams are viewing him as a backup. To me, it's bullshit. I am very surprised.
What part of that is bullshit?
It's bullshit that's where it's gone with him. Like that no team wants to give him a shot as a starter. As you mentioned, for the money you're going to pay him on a 1-year deal, you catch lightning in a bottle with Justin Fields. Now all of a sudden he's only entering his 4th year of his career. He's already shown an ability to make dynamic plays. And so there is something there that you can try to see if you can find. And if you do, now all of a sudden you have a franchise quarterback. I get there's a bit of a risk because you're bringing a guy into a new system, But at the same time, it makes no sense to me that guys like Gardner Minshew, Sam Darnold, and even Kirk Cousins to a larger extent, who's, obviously would be the most successful quarterback the Bears have ever had if you put his stats and put him on Chicago. But at the same time, are you trying to just stay in the middle as an organization, or are you trying to take a swing and see if you can make the playoffs and win a Super Bowl and find your chance at a franchise quarterback? And maybe Fields isn't that guy. Maybe you swing and miss, but take a swing.
Kirk Cousins has played in 4 playoff games, has won 1 of them.
Wow. I mean,
Is coming off an Achilles and is 36 years old. You're telling me you want to rather have... Is it really that... Like, I understand... Trust me. I understand this from a football schematic standpoint. Is Kirk Cousins... As a coach, are you going to be more relaxed with the idea of Kirk Cousins distributing the ball to those weapons? Probably. Okay. But then you throw in all the money and the craziness. Is it really that different? 1 year, $2.7 million... to take a flyer on Justin Fields versus that contract you just gave a 36-year-old coming off an Achilles who's won 1 playoff game his entire career. You're telling me you can't live with Justin Fields on the same field as Bijan Robinson,
Kyle Pitts,
Drake London, now Darnell Mooney, who's already worked with Fields. Like, come on, that is wild to me.
And
the crazy thing, real quick too, is like the Vikings. Obviously, the guarantee is probably why Kirk Cousins is not there, but they didn't view him as that guy that can get them to that next level. But the Falcons do, and that's how like this quarterback market kind of just fluctuates here. How different quarterbacks can be viewed and where they can potentially take him. The Vikings obviously didn't agree to that, and that's why he's on the Atlanta Falcons. But that's where Kirk Cousins has always lied, in that realm of where he's going to put up these numbers. He's going to, I think, distribute the football. But does anyone realistically think that Kirk Cousins is going to take you to the Super Bowl? The Falcons obviously do, but clearly that's not what the Vikings were thinking.
We all silly like the mayor.